This has got to stop. What's up everyone? Merry holiday. I bought myself a couple of early gifts and actually hit subscribe to get notified for my upcoming review on this epic electric bike from Juiced Bikes. But today, I'm gonna try out the Maxpider 3D floor mats.
Ride with me if you ride with me, you can slide with me if you feel like 550 on the 5 sticky, come get high with me, that's a deal, right? That's a deal, right? That's a bet, right? That's a bet, right? That's a deal, right? That's a deal, right?
Okay, I don't want to bury the lead here. I like them. And if you end up liking what you see, you can actually save 10 bucks at formytesla.com with code Emmett. So the ones I'm replacing were like 50 bucks. They're just some cheap Chinese rubber. And for my parents' Model Y, we tried the Tasmanian brand or the Tasmanian floor mats. But the Tasmanian, the material that they use is really more of like a hard plastic, cheaply injected, molded. It's the kind of thing that will scratch. And you can have these little sort of micro scratches. It looks like dirt. It looks like they got dirty once they're used, but you actually can't wipe that away. These Maxpider floor mats are Maxpider, a little pricier than any of the other options, and it's clear why. They're just better. The materials used to make these are incredibly high quality, and that's pretty much what I like about them the most is like the look. They just look expensive. Like they look great. I dare say they look more expensive than they are, but they're not cheap. The texture of these is not just some molded rubber. It's like almost got a carbon fiber look to it. I don't know how they do it, but it looks really good. And it's great for my car because it matches the carbon fiber that I've wrapped the center console with. These things are perfectly form-fitting, and once you get them in there, they don't move. For one, because they're like perfectly snug and fit in the right place, but also because they've got this kind of Velcro-y stuff on the bottom. It's these little hairs that kind of dig into the carpet. Having the mold on the sides go all the way up the sides really does stop the dirt from accumulating in the crevice in between the carpet and the mat. I was having a big problem with this. I bet because these have this lip that comes up, that if dirt gets caught in the seam, that it will just fall down in underneath the mat to where I can't see it. And if I can't observe it, it doesn't exist. That's quantum physics. I actually got the full set with the trunk and frunk, and I had a trunk mat that I was actually really happy with. So now I've got an extra one. If you want my old trunk mat, it's great and it's in like perfect condition. Just tweet this video and I'll pick someone and I'll ship it to you anywhere in the United States. So these all came in a box all folded up, and yeah, you worry about creases and things and not laying flat. And yeah, the trunk mat did bubble up a little bit, but easy fix for that. Just put something on it for like 5 minutes and it'll calm down, you know. My other mat was the same way. A day or two later, it was like, you couldn't even tell. Everything fit just absolutely beautifully, like it was made for the car. Like, because yeah, it was made for the car. I didn't have a frunk mat. I got the one wheel, it's bumping around, it's scratching up the plastic. Wish list, I wish there were a frunk mat that protected the inner walls of the frunk. Maxpider, room to grow, but still a good mat. My only other gripe is stupid. It's the logo. I wish there was no logo, or it was just like a M3 or Tesla, you know, 3D. I don't need to see a 3D in my car. What is 3D? You know, why is it even 3D? I don't know. Maxpider, you could change the logo. Put a Tesla logo on there. But the best part about these mats for me, no more squeaking. Here's the big test. Does it squeak? No, it doesn't squeak. Yes. That is so nice. After I did the squeak test, I realized I'd put some marks in the mats, and so it gave me another opportunity to test how well I could clean those out. I use this great stuff that I found on Amazon. I'll link it in the description. This stuff works wonders. It gets hair dye out of my white seats. So I swear by this stuff. I only went over it twice and it did get rid of most of it. I think if I had gone over it 3 or 4 times, I probably would have gotten rid of 90% of it, but it's not as unsightly as, say, like these little micro scratches. I saw these after like 1 week of use with the Tasmanians. They looked dirty and old already after a week. After scuffing my foot on these, they were not scratched. It was just sort of a rubber mark from my shoe, and most of it came out with the cleaning product. And I would suspect even more would come out if I went over it more than twice. That was encouraging. I really do think these are going to be the kind of mats that are going to look good for a much longer time than other mats on the market, which I think makes them worth the premium price. You know, you got a Tesla, premium car, get premium floor mats. All right, guys, just wanted to share a quick video about these mats. Use code Emmett at ForMyTesla to save 10 bucks. I got a bunch more videos coming out. Juice bike review coming up. I got a knee of the curve coming up on ARK Invest and their strategy. So subscribe to get notified, like, share, comment. You know what to do. Appreciate you. Peace.
Ayy, coming down like precipitation. I ain't never met a limitation. Hater plotting my elimination. Gotta go to Google for the information. I'm a superstar, so I gotta shine. Top dollar be the bottom line. Bottom feeding out of line. Turn your heart rate to a dotted line. Yeah, my zodiac probably $sign. Got the energy to win in my I'm feeling great.